from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the SMU Mustangs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Mustangs ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Ezukama. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Craig. Knocked off his feet.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that player.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
He's got it. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Got a man. It's Hale. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. See what they dial up on 1st and 10.
Easy.
The run to the right.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
And the Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Snags it and he's open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Bust through behind his pad. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Mustangs. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Mustangs! Into the end zone for 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ezukama. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Dropping back, it's Craig. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the draw, it's Payne. Might have a chance. Picks up the 1st down. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Knight. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Just a little off. Incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. To the air, it's Jennings. He fires one deep over the middle. Leaping grab for a big gain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a quick throw after the left. Touchdown, SMU! A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Throws for the tight end. Rolls it in. And the Mustangs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Offense changing the play. Handoff to the single running back. Got a little grass. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Moving out to the right. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Hale, and he'll be brought down.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Craig. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Wants to return it. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. Touchdown Mustangs! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air on first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And the Horned Frogs have a lot of options on second and inches. Running inside, it's Payne. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Horned Frogs will line it up on first and 10. Dropping back, it's Craig. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. From the 25-yard line, it's first and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points.
He caught it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. To the air, it's Craig. Here's the pressure, and it's a sack.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And they got him. And we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with UCF in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Knights coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
And that's 4 straight on the season for this team as they continue what is now a nice little streak. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He leaves it with the back. There's a crease. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Got a man, it's Hale. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Mustangs are marching down the field. They'll try the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Mustangs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Hands it off. Runs through the tackle. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Mustangs. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David. So this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he's going to try to return this one. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. To throw, it's Craig. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Release to the back. They're working that left side. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Zings it complete to the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then be able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Payne. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Horned Frogs have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, it's Payne. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
On target. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they tacked on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Hale. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. To the air, it's Jennings. That's caught. It's Hale. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And that's a 1st down.
1 That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Might be changing the route. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Here's a little room there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Off the play fake on first down. He's looking deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
To the air on second down. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Payne. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be...
Because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Under fire. And down he goes.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the right. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Craig. Bringing the heat. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for the big play. Makes a catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
On second and goal, they go right back to him. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just breaks into the open.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The lone back's got it. There's some room. Really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. We're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on.